What happens to your premature ejaculation when you stop squeezing your pelvic floor? The shocking truth revealed. Did you know that premature ejaculation is not just a performance issue, but actually a deeply rooted problem in your nervous system and pelvic floor? What if everything you thought about controlling ejaculation, like doing Kegel exercises or squeezing hard down there, is actually making it worse? Before we dive in, smash that like button, share this video with any men you know struggling with premature ejaculation, and subscribe to this channel for more scientifically backed sexual health insights. Don't forget to leave a comment about your experience or questions. I'm reading every single one. Introduction: the hidden connection between pelvic floor and premature ejaculation. Premature ejaculation, PE, is often misunderstood as simply lasting too short or a psychological issue alone. But what if I told you the real culprit lies in your pelvic floor muscles and, even deeper, your nervous system? Statistics show up to 30% of men worldwide experience premature ejaculation at some point in their lives. Yet most advice online is repetitive and ineffective. Do Kegels. Use numbing creams. Think about something else. These are temporary fixes, not solutions. This video will expose the true relationship between pelvic floor tension and premature ejaculation. You'll learn why squeezing your pelvic floor might be triggering your ejaculations, and how relaxation, not tension, is the secret weapon for lasting longer. I'll also share my personal journey and research-backed techniques to retrain your body for ultimate control. The first myth: strong pelvic floor equals ejaculation control. When I was 24 years old, I too fell into the trap of believing that stronger pelvic floor muscles meant better control. The internet was flooded with advice to do thousands of Kegel reps daily, basically squeezing the muscles you'd use to stop urine midstream. Many men assume that squeezing hard will clamp down and prevent ejaculation. On the surface, it makes sense. Tighter muscles should block semen from flowing out, right? Wrong. Scientific research, such as studies published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine, shows that while pelvic floor strength can help with urinary incontinence and erectile function, it doesn't directly translate to ejaculation control. In fact, over-tightening these muscles can increase pelvic tension, making ejaculation more imminent rather than less. Engagement reminder: if you've ever tried Kegels and felt frustrated, hit like to show this message needs spreading. Share this with someone stuck in the same loop, and subscribe for more real solutions. Also, drop your experience in the comments. Do Kegels work or backfire for you? What really happens when you squeeze your pelvic floor during sex? The pelvic floor isn't just a muscle group. It's a complex region connecting nerves, muscles, and ligaments at the base of your torso. Importantly, it communicates directly with your nervous system, specifically the spinal cord at the lumbar 2 and 3 vertebrae level. Here's the crucial science. These spinal nerves link directly to your sympathetic nervous system, your fight-or-flight response system. When you contract your pelvic floor, you're actually activating this stress response. A well-known physiological response is that activation of the sympathetic nervous system leads to cortisol and adrenaline release, priming your body to act fast, like running from a predator. Unfortunately, this stress signal also tells your brain to rush ejaculation, as if you're under threat and need to get it over with ASAP. This explains why squeezing your pelvic floor can paradoxically make you ejaculate faster. You're unintentionally triggering a survival reflex, not enhancing control. If this fact shocks you, hit that like button. Share this video with your friends to bust myths about PE. Subscribe to get notified about the upcoming deep dives on nervous system and sexual health. Got questions about your own experience? Comment below. Let's get real about this. My personal experiment: relax versus squeeze. Frustrated with conventional wisdom, I conducted my own experiment. During masturbation, I tried two contrasting techniques: squeezing my pelvic floor muscles tightly, completely relaxing my pelvic floor muscles. What happened was eye-opening. When squeezing, I felt a rapid buildup of tension, racing towards ejaculation. When relaxing, even during vigorous stimulation, I could control the sensation indefinitely with no urge to ejaculate. This was a game changer. it revealed the Holy Grail. Relaxing the pelvic floor is the key to preventing premature ejaculation, not squeezing it. However, there was a big caveat. I realized that relaxing the pelvic floor during sex was much harder than during masturbation. Why? Because over years, the pelvic floor muscles had developed tension and knots similar to muscle tightness in the neck or shoulders. Does this resonate with you? If you've tried to relax but just can't, hit like. Share this video. Many men don't realize they might be tightening without knowing. Subscribe for more practical guidance. Comment if you want me to guide you through pelvic floor relaxation exercises. Understanding pelvic floor tension and nervous system imbalance. The pelvic floor muscles can become chronically tight due to repeated stress, anxiety, poor posture, and habitual tension patterns, like gripping during masturbation or sexual activity. This tightness rewires your nervous system, favoring the sympathetic fight-or-flight dominance over the parasympathetic rest and digest system. The parasympathetic nervous system is essential for sexual pleasure, arousal, and controlled ejaculation. Medical research, including work by urologists and pelvic health experts, highlights how chronic pelvic floor tension leads to premature ejaculation, pelvic pain, and sexual dysfunction. This is why treating PE only by strengthening muscles with Kegels can backfire. You're reinforcing the tension and the stress response. If you want to break free from this tension trap, hit like now. Share to spread this vital insight. Subscribe for techniques to restore nervous system balance. Comment if you're experiencing pelvic pain or tension. The revolutionary technique, reverse Kegels and pelvic floor. Stretching to combat tension, the opposite of Kegels, reverse Kegel is essential. Instead of squeezing, reverse Kegels involve gently pushing out or relaxing the pelvic floor muscles, much like the sensation of releasing gas or urinating. I developed a weighted reverse Kegel exercise, combining gentle resistance and mindful breathing to retrain my pelvic floor to relax fully. This exercise, along with deep stretching routines inspired by yoga and pelvic physical therapy, helped me dissolve muscle knots and reduce nerve hypersensitivity. Science backs this approach. Research published in Pelvic Floor Dysfunction Journal shows that relaxation exercises in pelvic floor physical therapy significantly reduce PE symptoms and improve sexual control. Are you ready to try something radically different? Like this video if you're open to reversing your approach. Share this breakthrough. Subscribe for step-by-step exercises and guided routines. Comment if you want a free workout plan. My journey from frustration to mastery. After months of consistent practice, about 2 to 3 months of reverse Kegels, deep stretches, and nervous system retraining, I experienced a profound shift. I could keep my pelvic floor relaxed during sex, experience orgasm without ejaculation, known as orgasmic control, and enjoy a new level of sexual stamina. Teaching this method to other men revealed its widespread effectiveness. Men reported not only lasting longer, but also experiencing more intense pleasure and deeper connection. This transformation is about rewiring your body and brain from a state of stress and tension to relaxation and control. It's a new paradigm for premature ejaculation, grounded in the latest neuroscience and pelvic health research. Inspired by my journey? Hit like to support this message. Share with anyone who needs this hope. Subscribe for more stories in science. Comment your own breakthroughs or struggles. Let's build a community of healing. Practical tips. How to retrain your pelvic floor and nervous system. 1. Stop squeezing during sex or masturbation. Notice when you're gripping and consciously relax. 2. Practice reverse Kegels daily. Use gentle pushing out and breathing techniques. 3. Stretch your pelvic floor. Incorporate yoga poses like child's pose, happy baby, and pelvic floor stretches. 4. Breathe deeply. Engage your diaphragm to promote parasympathetic activation. 5. Avoid numbing creams and medications as first resort. They mask symptoms but don't fix underlying tension. 6. Use masturbation as training. Practice relaxation during self-stimulation to retrain your response. 7. Consider professional pelvic floor physical therapy. For chronic tension, hands-on therapy may be necessary. If you find this helpful, smash like. Share this comprehensive guide. Subscribe for more in-depth tutorials. Comment if you want personalized advice or a detailed routine. Conclusion: the truth about premature ejaculation: it's not your fault and it can be fixed. Premature ejaculation is deeply connected to how your pelvic floor and nervous system communicate. The old advice to strengthen your pelvic floor by squeezing harder often worsens the problem by activating the fight-or-flight response, leading to faster ejaculation. The real key to lasting longer is learning to relax your pelvic floor and calm your nervous system. This rewiring takes time, consistent practice, and awareness, but results in unmatched sexual stamina and pleasure. Remember, you are not alone. This is a common issue with a clear path to mastery. Take the time to retrain your body and mind, and you'll unlock a new level of sexual confidence.